You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast. What is up, punters and dribblers? What is up? Welcome back to the podcast, Hello Sport Podcast. I'm unqualified opinion, unwavering bias. Ashes Day, Thursday. This is coming out on a Wednesday. Need I explain? Ashes Day. Ashes Day. Now, fuck, I hope that I'll be really disappointed if this test doesn't go for a few days. Like, where I almost feel like if we just have a summer of short tests, it's like I'm just going to be edging the whole time, and it's actually not going to be good for my health. But today, 3 p.m., whenever it is, whenever it starts.
3 p.m.
3 p.m., we're back. And we're doing a live stream. Myself, Edward, and the incomparable Sebastian Antoniou, who will be providing some oysters, courtesy of Wheeler's Oysters.
Yes, that's right.
Lot going on in the cricketing realm. Obviously, Usman has been taken out the back and shot, and probably we're putting it under the banner of he's still injured, but I don't know. Do we believe that? Who knows? But in the immortal words of the great Ariana Grande, Edward, who is not so grand, actually. It's almost a little bit of a play on words there. She's actually more Ariana Tiny. But
Ariana wasting away?
Ariana wasting a one day. She...
Is that quote of her and her actress who they do Wicked with?
Yeah.
Is that real?
What quote?
Have you seen that?
Well, I don't know.
How they describe their relationship? I don't know if it's bullshit or not. I'm like, is this a fucking meme or is this legit?
I feel like their whole press tour for Wicked, I know we were going to talk cricket, but we pivot on this show and we pivot hard and fast.
Honest and true.
Honest and true. That whole press tour for Wicked, to me, like, represents some form of, like, a societal mental illness. Like, that makes no sense.
Well, when
to
you
me.
get this quote up, the toddler's just doing
It's not true, but I'll get it up.
Oh, it's not
anyway.
true. Okay.
Okay.
Because I've been seeing this thing pop up and do the rounds, and it's believable.
Dude, the chick that is
But
an
it's not
Ariana
true,
Grande,
so there we go.
the bald chick,
Is she bald or is that a choice?
well, whatever. She gets bald in the moment.
Right.
She's currently bald. She may be able to grow a thick, bushy head of hair. I don't know.
Right.
But she started crying in an interview because a helicopter flew over her.
I know, PTSD or something like that. I'm like,
What, was she in Nam? Like, what are we doing?
I know.
Was she a Kobe fan? Like,
Jesus.
what?
Who wasn't?
Who wasn't?
Who
Exactly.
wasn't?
So that could have been it. All I'm saying is, like, fucking
Tobler, this
get over
tech.
it.
This tech.
This tech's
I know this isn't your fault, but it sort of is.
Mate, we're a high class operation.
Just a bit slow.
What is
So go down. I got to read it.
Wait.
It's in the title.
what is a non-demi-curious semi-binary relationship?
No, there's more to it. There's more to the quote. That's not the whole thing.
Demi-curious.
Great
Great tech.
that's not it.
Great tech here at Shankhead
There's
Productions.
more to
We
it.
can't see it.
Tobler.
That whole thing's
Can't see
pixelated,
it.
lad.
There's more to it. There's
More
more
to
to
it.
the quote. Anyway, this has been a
It means we're
train
not
wreck.
actually a couple, but we're curious about what that could mean.
Yes, that whole thing. That's what I'm talking about.
So that's a bullshit quote, though, right? Is that what you're saying?
So it's lost all luster.
Well, this whole thing, and again, it's the tech, and it's not Tobler's fault, but unfortunately, he's
To
straddling the tech.
Yeah, to fill you in, punters and dribblers, we're looking at a blurry screen that took 10 minutes to come up.
Yeah,
Obviously,
in 2025.
In 2025. Obviously, we haven't been going for 10 minutes. I put mayo on that, but it's longer than... It's beyond half an hour,
Now,
30
why
seconds.
does that work now? You know? The viral rumor about Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo's supposed non-demi-curious, semi-binary relationship originated from a satirical Facebook page that frequently jokes about celebrities. Page falsely attributed the quote to Cynthia. Right. The thing is, they're so batshit crazy, or they have been in this press tour, that
They were batshit in the last one.
they they're almost like you know how you see people. I mean, usually you see it with like murderous couples and stuff, but it's like there's some sort of like symbiotic psychosis between two people where they're like send each other crazy. I don't exactly know the term, but there's something like that I'm just sort of probably making up, but I feel like it's
No, there is a term. I recall a family, I think, that you get super paranoid and think that people are chasing you and stuff.
These two seem like they are like, or how Tourette'sy people like trigger each other's tics. These two just bring out the crazy in each other. And it's celebrated a lot, and that's the thing. You reinforce, like, it's all right to be crazy and quirky and weird, but, like, you are reinforcing some absurdities in human behaviour.
Who is?
Well, the people who aren't being like, people who don't think it's weird. People who are like, oh my God. Oh my God, I love you too.
I think, yeah, but I think 99.9% of people think it's weird.
No, I agree with you, but I think the people like I think they would be. I think they'd be inoculated from the sensibilities of the masses.
Yeah,
they
but famous people are inoculated from the sensibilities of the masses.
Correct.
That's the problem.
Correct.
Like, and it's a byproduct of the sheltered life they live, right? I mean, you and I, obviously, according to the punter and the dribbler, succumbing to a lot of that ourselves.
Well, listen, I don't think Ariana Grande has a punters and dribblers page.
Yeah, she doesn't see it.
No.
She doesn't see what I see. So congratulations to them. The quote is
that quote's bullshit, but what isn't bullshit as it pertains to Test cricket and Usman Khawaja's no longer, injury withdrawal from the side.
What do we think?
Ariana Grande's quote, Edward, if you'll let me get to it. Thank you. Next. Next. Thank you. Next. Next. Thank you. Next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Now, I'd like to celebrate Usman and say thank you, but next. Time to go.
Do you remember
Time to go.
the critically acclaimed MTV show?
Time to go. Next. Yes, I do. And there was The Next Bus.
The Next Bus. We've talked about that show before. Hilarity ensued.
Well, dude, that was pure because we were young enough for those sort of shows not to completely... Like, TikTok brain rot is one thing. That was our brain rot.
Yes.
But it was, perfect timing. It was, a half an hour show.
It was pretty ruthless, wasn't it?
Yeah. Dude, sometimes
They're
someone
like, you're fat next.
Sometimes someone would literally walk out of the bus. The whole thing was you walk out of the bus and you go on a date with someone and they can say next to you at any point.
Yeah.
And someone would literally have not put their foot on the ground out of the bus and the person who's waiting would go, next. And they're like, oh. It's like, sorry, dude, you have 50 lip rings and you're fat, so get out.
Oh, they were pure times. They were pure times.
They were. But next,
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of honesty back then.
Well,
a lot more.
A lot more honesty.
You know?
You could say they were better times.
You could.
Simpler times.
They were simpler times. Not necessarily better. I'm having a hell of a time now.
Well, you and I are. Yeah. Listen, I'm having a great time.
Definitely simpler.
Simpler.
That we do know.
05 to 08 it ran.
Huh?
05 to 08 it was.
Yeah, 05. That's Mecca stuff.
That was when Next was on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the glory days of reality TV as well. I think that was probably The Hills, Laguna Beach,
American Idol, Australian
Jackass,
Idol, Big Brother.
Bam Margera, Viva La Bam. Fuck Australian Idol. But I mean,
what do you mean, dude? That was a movement.
No, it was.
Season 1,
Idol.
Everyone in the country voted.
It was. Idol was a movement. You're right. I take that back for the first couple of seasons.
Probably the first 2.
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah. Tell you what, I don't watch.
When Anthony Kalia won, he got 5th. It was like, okay, what's going on now?
Listen, I think Anthony Kalia was able to.
But
he was able to bathe in the afterglow of what was the big bang of season 1.
But that's how big it used to be. Anthony, I think, got 5th.
No, I'm pretty sure he came second in 04 to Casey Donovan.
To Casey Donovan.
Oh, so he runner-up to Casey.
Yeah. Runner-ups were still able to carve out a bit
but what
of a
I'm
career.
saying is runner-ups were great.
Knowlesy.
Yeah, Knowlesy. Shout out to him.
Guy, Knowlesy. Then was Jess Mowboy in season 1? Or was she runner-up to Matt Corby or someone?
Matt Corby didn't do very well notoriously on that show.
I thought he got into the final. And listen,
Mowboy came 4th in 06.
4th in 06. You see what I'm saying? You could carve out, and shout out to Jess Mowboy. She's powerful.
Oh, she is. Well, Jess Mowboy became part of the Young Divas first. You'll famously remember where
Do you remember Bardot, Tom?
Well, Bardot was a different. That was Pop Stars. Carl Sanderland got his first big break. He may have been in radio then. I don't know, but that's where he became. Across that TV show.
Damien Leith won.
Damian Leith, the Irish Australian who, now probably does some smooth radio back announcing. But
he beat Mowboy came second.
Mowboy came second.
Not 4th.
Mowboy, as I was saying before, post-Idol, what are we doing here? Like, I did, but what do we do with this young tearaway superstar in the making? Combine her with Paulini, who is a famous idol.
Was she a judge?
No, that was Marsha Hines. Also, Ricky Lee Coulter, who's now a radio host, I believe.
Yes,
And
I believe so, Tom.
one more chick who was blonde. They were combined to be the Young Divas.
Beautifully done.
They then sadly broke apart, and much like Destiny's Child, only one reigned supreme, and that's Jessie Mouse.
Often you'll find out of the pop star group, one always reigns supreme. Think your Harry Styles, think your Victoria Beckhams,
Justin Timberlake.
Your Justin Timberlakes, think your
Sophie Monk
from Bardot, famously, Tom.
No one came out of Scandalous, which was the second season of Pop Stars.
No one came out of Scandalous. I believe Sophie Monk skyrocketed up the favourite leaderboard off the back of a very spicy, very sultry, very sexy rendition of Happy Birthday, Mr. President.
On the show?
Yes, I believe. Quite a breasty rendition.
Oh, really? A bit of that Marilyn Monroe gear?
A little bit of that.
Okay.
There was a red nut on Bardot. Had spiky red hair.
I thought that might have been Lee Harding, who was a famous, also ran in one of the later Australian Idols, but he was a man. He did sing the smash hit Wasabi in the early 2000s. So damn hot, think my head's gonna blow. Wasabi.
Straight to So Fresh Summer.
Oh, it was an absolute, it might have kicked the album off, I believe. A lot of lip rings on Lee.
Again, punters and dribbles at home. How in God's name does this time with Usman? Well, I'd ask you a simpler question. How doesn't it? How in God's name doesn't it?
Next. That's how.
Now, obviously, the selectors, out of respect for Usman, and maybe to make up for some tougher JL years,
where he was maybe, mistreated, dropped unfairly.
I think so. Well, he took on the Tyrant, and the Tyrant didn't like it.
Yeah.
And the Tyrant, you could argue, cost us runs. It's water under the bridge, as far as I'm concerned.
So.
However, an olive branch, well, not an olive branch, but just, let's wrap this up nicely. Now, instead of throwing you to the Wolves being Australian media, who are they're primed and ready to drop bombs, Tom.
Yeah.
But they keep on forgetting what they wrote down.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they keep on forgetting what happened to Usman.
Yeah.
Under John.
They've been. Listen, it was a short test, 3 tests, 3 days, first test, and they've been baying for blood or for things to write. And Usman, will he open? Will he not? Will he open? Will he not? Let's just say that he's injured, can't play, but we're really not selecting you, but we're going to tell the media that, and you've been dropped privately, and we love you and we thank you for your service, but you're probably not going to be right. These back spasms are a huge problem. We're going to put you in the back of the ute, like you and I talked about at the Gabba. Yeah. We'll also do it again at the SCG, which is your home track, and then we'll say farewell properly.
But what they do also have up their sleeve.
Does that make sense?
Well, it does. But what they've got up their sleeve is if Travis and the other...
is SCG's home track or is it Gabba?
Well, he started off New South Wales. Now it's a Gabba because he's captain.
But he's from Sydney? Yep. Like he was reared
originally,
there?
Reared. But were we to lose the second test, obviously we won't, but if we were, and if the openers were to fail...
Which they won't, which they could have.
Which they could, but they won't. But if they did, maybe Usman's still there working on his back and he comes back for the third test. Maybe it's like, well, listen, we were just waiting for you to get better. Now, if the openers fucking dominate, you go, listen, they've back-to-backed at Usman, so you're gone.
So your back is still...
Your back's still sore.
Broken.
It's just not getting better.
That's right. Let's just play that easily. And then at the end, we go, listen, we would have loved Usman to have played. Usman, you would have loved to have played, wouldn't you? I would have loved to have played. But your back, that silly old back. He goes, yeah, my silly old back. That's the line. Instead of throwing him to the Wolves and letting them feast on the carcass, Tom, the carcass being Usman's career.
Yes.
A beautiful carcass, but a carcass nonetheless.
Listen, the carcass isn't rotten, right? The vultures are all waiting for it, but there are other people that will feast on the carcass.
It doesn't matter who you are once your body ceases to be alive and your carcass slowly rots.
It's a carcass.
It's a carcass. And it's now play on for all manner of creature, Tom.
Yeah. No, it is.
You know?
This thing's going to get broken down.
Same fucking treatment. All the kings and queens of England.
All the king's horses.
And all the king's men. Right?
Got eaten.
Well, they all got eaten. Humpty Dumpty didn't. Humpty Dumpty was a cannon.
He was a cannon?
Humpty Dumpty, yes.
I thought he was an egg.
No, he wasn't. He was a cannon.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Humpty Dumpty was the name of a cannon, Tom. King Charles I.
Okay,
his men couldn't put the cannon back together. He's got his head
Yeah,
cut off.
but
Read a book.
No.
Read a book.
But the Humpty Dumpty thing's an egg sitting on a wall.
That's the modern interpretation.
Yeah, well, that's what we're doing.
But it's based off Humpty Dumpty was a cannon.
Yes,
So
okay.
that's all you need to know.
No. Well, I'm a Humpty Dumpty's an egg guy.
Okay.
Because that cannon rhetoric doesn't fly with the underage kids, who are
Thus he was turned into an egg.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, which is the one that's my Humpty Dumpty. Yep. My Humpty Dumpty is not a cannon.
Yep.
And I need that to get on the public record right now to get in front of that.
Yeah. Again, Napoleon, vulture treatment, except his penis, which someone still owns. The list goes on and on and on.
Maybe there's some mummified human beings as well in Egypt who, they're still in there. Sarcophagi.
But eventually.
Well, not eventually, because they're sarcophagi.
But everything returns to them eventually.
So what we're saying is Usman's carcass, as we keep it on track, is going to return to the soil once the vultures that are the media feast on it.
But we're delaying that.
Then he ascends, though, much like Jesus Christ, to heaven and becomes a member of the media himself, and the circle of life continues. He feasts on the carcasses of others as well.
Yes. And so on and so forth.
That's how it goes.
So on and so forth. So we thank Usman for his service to the nation.
Though it technically isn't over, I'm happy with it. I just want to know who we pick. It better be Slugger.
I'm happy with it. B, great numbers. Can we can we run an eye over the numbers?
17 test tons.
Let's run an eye over the numbers because there's a lot to look at and it looks good.
17 tests.
It doesn't look good anymore.
No, it looks shit now.
It's looked awful for a long time.
But you look at just who you look back.
But it looked good.
Yeah.
85 matches, 153 innings, 14 times not out, 6,055 runs, not nothing.
Dude, you average of 43 in test cricket. I like it. You know what I mean? You're not an all-time great.
6,055 runs. He's sniffing around Don with those numbers. High score of 232. Got to have a double in there if you're legit. Average of 43.56 opening the batting. That's handy as fuck. 1600s, 2750s. Good strike rate there. Punters and dribblers. It's good.
I actually reckon
It's good.
He'd average more opening the batting. That's across his whole career.
What is he? I'm saying he's opened a lot.
Yes,
and he's still got an average of 43.56.
I think his average would actually be higher.
55 opening.
55.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot and horny.
Yep.
How many tons against England? He averaged 39.42 against England, 400s.
4. Okay.
He got 1 against India, none against Bangladesh. That's where the English like to pad their stats.
Yep.
You'll see here that he's only played 2 innings against Bangladesh. If you look at Joe Roots, it'd probably be 55.
He averages 1 against Bangladesh.
He's got 400s against England, 1 against India, 3 against New Zealand, 3 against Pakistan, 2 against South Africa, 2 against Sri Lanka, and 1 against the West Indies. He's done the lot except Bangladesh because we don't play him, unlike the English.
Only 2 for Joe Root against Bangladesh.
How many times he played him?
2 matches.
You see my point?
Oh, I see the point.
It's double.
It's double.
It's 100%
It's
more.
double.
It's 100% more.
It's 100% more. How many matches has he played, Joe Root?
1,200, I reckon. That's why his average is way worse than Smoke.
159.
159 matches. Yeah. See my point?
Yep.
So the numbers look great. Usman, great career. Obviously, there was some meaty parts of that these numbers could have looked even better. Obviously, you took on JL in an All or Nothing Prime documentary.
And, that's what happens, right?
He didn't like it.
No, he didn't like it. Good on you for...
But I'll say this. In the fullness of time, I think it'd be fair to say that the people have really sided with Usman with that whole thing.
Well, I don't even know if the people may have, but I think in the fullness of time, Eddie, Usman came out on top, or If you
vibe checked it, do you think they're Team Usman or Team JL?
Well, I think Team Usman, given the way he's come back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I think that, Usman, Usman stood to be correct, right? He shouldn't have been dropped. He was too good a cricketer. He's one of the best cricketers we've had over the last, 10, 15 years that was not given his full rights. to the baggy green.
Can I fix that up? Bit of branding.
Oh, sorry, a bit of branding there. The mic, whatever this thing is called, box fell down. Now, there's more to get to with cricket. I want to say quickly that what started off, and this is just a personal opinion here, but what started off as the greatest time in cricket content in the days post-Test 1 have quickly descended into every episode being the same thing because there was so much time between the first Test and the second Test that now they've run out of things to talk about.
I'll still listen.
I am listening. I am listening to all of it religiously. Some better than others. Obviously, I think you know what I'm talking about. And you know the best ones. But there is a bit where you get back to it and it's like,
we need cricket.
I need some cricket.
We need cricket. There's absolutely no doubt about that.
I need some cricket real quick.
We need cricket. We need cricket. I'd actually ask those putting together the schedule just to have a think in the future about, geez, is there too long between tests? Obviously, it went early. Obviously, we got an extra 3 days, but still, I probably like them really close, really saddled up tight to each other.
Problem there, Eddie, is that given the nature of Test cricket, bodies breaking down and
Don't care, it's too long. But you know,
you just need Epsom bars, eh? Is that all they need? Just get an Epsom bar, shut the fuck up, and come out and play another Test.
Okay, listen, is it my fault that Mark Wood,
Old knee pads McGee
isn't up to it? Not my fault. Is it my fault that Jofra Archer isn't up to it? Like, fill the void.
Yeah.
Because we've filled it.
Yeah, we have.
Heard a dog it?
Yeah.
Heard a bowl it?
Get a dog it up, yeah?
Exactly. Like, fill the void, mate.
Yeah.
You're like, best players are playing, so that's what. Shut up.
Shut up.
And fill the void.
Yep.
This is a man's game right now. This is 5 tests.
Yep.
Potentially 5 days. We don't need it, but it's 5 tests, 5 days potentially, right?
Yeah.
Saddled up. Nice, good, honest, tight, and true.
Yeah, man stuff.
Like, I tell you what a fucking a man period is, mate.
Okay. Yeah. What is it?
The time between the Boxing Day and the New Year's Test. Just fucking good, honest amount.
Okay, I thought you were talking about like a period.
No.
Okay. I was just like, wait.
As in, like, suck it up and play.
Okay, sorry, like the turnaround time. Yeah, okay, right. I was like, well, fucking a man period. I'll have to hear it. I'll allow it. The court will allow it. That is a man period and not a man's menstrual cycle, which are different things. And in fact, one doesn't exist. Well, as far as I'm aware. Well, no, it just doesn't. Don't.
Well.
Punters and dribblers. Brought to you by our good friends at 4 Pints, and the Gab's Hottest 100 is on again, where you vote for the best beers in all the land. Now, you may have heard our first live radio in the week where we promised merch.
We were giving stuff away.
We were saying we're going to give you hats if you vote. Now,
apparently it's incentivisation.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's a word.
Nah, it's incentivisation.
People are trying to rain on our parade. All we wanted to do was hand out free merch for dribblers that like cold beer that's called Japanese lager by 4 Pints. That's all we wanted to do.
Can't do it.
Can't have any fun anymore. It's not
Game's
the end of the world.
gone soft.
Game's gone soft, but it's woke.
Game's gone woke. Now, no, it just jokes, all a bit of fun. But seriously, we can't give away any shit. But we're just calling on the power of the punter and the dribbler. Go and vote. Go and vote for 4 Pints Japanese lager. We got 9th last year. Let's get even higher. And by higher, I mean lower, like 8, 7, 6, or 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get to the top.
I'd love a 1. If Tom and I could roll out a 1 to our corporate overlords at 4 Pines, the punter and the dribbler made it. We've made it.
Yeah, we've made it.
Let's roll out a 1.
Let's see what we can do. God love ya. Godspeed. God save 4 Pints Japanese lager.
Neds.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website. So if this is the last we've seen of Usman Khawaja, you know, it's thank you next. Appreciate you. Thanks for everything. But sport, this is what sport's like. Thank you. Thanks for everything. And unless you're like still currently killing it, like when, you know, Warner and McGrath and shit retired, where you're like, fuck. That doesn't often happen, right? When you're going out on top. When that does happen, when you're on top and you're going out, it's like, I'm actually in tears. This is mourning. This is flags at half mast. It's still thank yous, but it's black armbands. when it's Usman territory, you're like, okay, I'm ready to move on now. I'm ready to move on. This might be when, the great grandma started to get a bit senile. You've put her in a home. We still love her. She's not what she used to be. And now it's like when she goes, you're like, it was time. Maybe a dog's a better analogy.
I think at 39, everyone's comfortable with its time.
Yeah. You're old as fuck, dude.
Yeah. I mean, in cricket years, he's in his 90s.
Yeah.
He's probably 100.
Yeah. In cricket years, especially as a batter.
As a batter, he's probably 100, really. Let's be fair income. So, great innings. Great knock. Great
innings. Great knock.
Great innings, great knock.
Great spell.
Great contributor.
Great spell.
Yeah. Great innings.
Great in the field. Great innings. Great
knock. Great match.
Yeah, great. Great game.
So thank you, Usman. But we do move on. Which almost I would have thought certainly looks like Travis head back to the top
opener
of the pop, and surely you bring in Slug.
Well, it's
who didn't do anything wrong when he was playing for Australia,
and he gives you a bit of bowling.
He didn't do anything wrong.
No,
couple of 50s, average 30 something, not bad.
No. Listen, I just you push. I think it's obvious. It makes sense to me. That's what makes me feel good. English did get 100 in one of the junior burger games, and by that I mean like maybe it was a PM's 11 or something below. He opened and got that. So
sure, but
he doesn't.
Slug has been there and he's been great.
I know. Listen, English got 100 in Sri Lanka. I'm just playing both sides here. I think it's Slug. I hope it's Slug. Slug hardly done by.
Yes.
The Cricket Australia 11 against English Lions.
Yeah.
124.
Who?
English.
How'd Constance go in that?
Awful. Mate, they're saying he's going to get dropped from the Australia A side. I thought I told you that the other day. I may have, I may not have.
Back to the drawing board.
A little bit. He's young, man. He's 20. He's young. Young, man.
He didn't play in that one.
The English players in hot water, though.
No, that was a different... That was the one in Canberra against... Let me have a look.
Isn't that what we're talking about?
PM 11? No, this is like a Cricket Australia 11 against the English Lions that English got the century in.
How did they go in Canberra, the boys? I didn't actually see. Have I got your attention, Tom?
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at Matt Hayden's
England won by 8 wickets.
Matt Hayden's hair is having one of the great comebacks. I know I said it the other day, but fuck me.
Sorry, Tobler?
England won by 8 wickets.
How did Constance go in that?
He got 36 off 53.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything, Sam Constance, unfortunately. He needs to be putting on runs. He's not getting runs. That's just what it is, right? Matt Hayden's hair. It's just fucking come back so hard.
Yeah, he's had it done.
I know he has, but no one else is talking about it. I found it. Anyway.
Everyone's getting it done now.
Well, because it's pretty good.
Everyone's like back in the day, no one was getting it. Even a couple of years ago, I don't reckon everyone's getting it done
because it looks good. Like look at Stokes' hair.
Yeah, again, Fisher. We bring him up all the time. His hair looks incredible,
insane.
Now the English cricket team, they're under fire for a couple of their stars are anyway for e-scooter drama. You want to talk about? We need a test match to come around. Stokes, Ollie Pope, Jamie Smith, Mark Wood. Sorry, not Ollie Pope, just Stokes, Smith, and Wood. Pictured riding e-scooters around Brisbane with no helmet on. Officers have since engaged with those persons to inform and educate them on compliance requirements associated with e-mobility devices in Queensland. Because they are aware of the images, obviously, Queensland Police. They've been circulated.
Have you got the photo there?
Yeah, of course I do, mate. Look at these fucking pigs. Oi, take the fucking road rules seriously, you arrogant bastards. You know? Here it is. I mean, in fairness, one of them's sitting down. Oh, is there seats on those things?
I did not know there were seats.
Are there seats on those scooters? Mark Wood in a full knee brace.
Listen, I actually think, whilst they've got heat here for this, whilst they've broken the law, whilst they're now in the eye of Queensland authorities who've got their number, Tom.
Yeah.
And you don't want the Queensland.
Well, they've spoken with them.
Well, they got their number, mate. Is that I actually think it would have been more damaging. I think the media would have had more of a field day had they been wearing helmets.
Like nerds.
Because they would have looked like nerds.
Yeah, right.
They would have. Imagine captain of the nation, Mr. fucking, apparently the greatest Englishman since Churchill. That's what Piers Morgan said. Wearing a helmet on that stupid little thing.
That's true. It's a good point. They couldn't win in this situation.
You couldn't win. You
can't win.
Like, you shouldn't really be riding a scooter, dude. You look lame. Sorry.
They are fun. No, but they're fun.
He does.
He does, right.
That guy, that pasty bloke there.
Yeah.
That red nut.
I think they look fun. I think the scooters are fun. He looks like a dork. There's nothing you can do. You're either going to get in. You either need to go like, I gotta potentially draw the ire of the police, get my bad boy image up. Because if I wear a helmet, to your point, I'm going to look like a.
What are you saying to the Australian side? Right? What are you saying to Travis Head? What are you saying to Slug if he plays? What are you saying to Big Starkey if you get around Brisbane in the days leading up to the game wearing a helmet on an e-scooter? You're basically saying
I'm a big pussy.
I'm a big fat dumpy pussy.
Which they aren't. That's what they would be saying were they wearing helmets.
That's that. Imagine what the back of the Courier Mail will have said. Have a go at these big, dumpy English losers.
Now, it's also worth noting as well, Eddie, we aren't here to discredit or diminish the importance of a helmet. It's helmets in certain situations.
But you and I are tasked with just, assessing a situation based on its merits and trying to work out the realities of the situation. And I cannot help but think that if they were wearing helmets, it's good night nurse. Yeah. You may as well fly home, I reckon.
I'm going to be honest.
Because the message you're sending to the people back home is that we're not up to it.
Seeing Wood sit down and ride one around is pretty crook as it is.
Oh, it's crook, mate. With his little fucking knee pads on. Yeah. Look at that bloke. Pathetic.
It's a tough look no matter which way, but I didn't know they had seats. I'm actually kind of impressed by that.
He's gone and found one with a little seat, hasn't he?
That's cute.
With his little knee brace on.
Now, while we're on not Stark, what's his name? Stokes. This quote got my attention. Ben Stokes speaking to the BBC Test Match special about going to see Australia's great golf courses, coffee shops, and easy places to have lunch.
Sounds like an ad.
We are human. We need to enjoy the countries when we get the opportunity, because we live in England and it's miserable, freezing cold and dark at 4 p.m. Could you imagine if Pat Cummins, obviously it's impossible to shit on the country of Australia, but like to go to another country and just shit all over your home?
Is that what he said? Or did you add that last piece for Mayo?
We are human. We need to enjoy countries when we get the opportunity, because we live in England where it is miserable, freezing cold, and dark at 4 p.m. ABC Sport Instagram is where I saw that.
I can't knock his thinking.
Yeah. Of course he's correct, Eddie. There's no doubt he's correct. It's about whether it's necessary to say that, to be shitting on your own country when you're on tour.
Better left unsaid.
Well, you just don't shit on your own country, do you?
It's certainly not the train of thought I would have gone down, Tom.
Again, we need Test cricket to start more than ever. We need the Test to start. You get the point, though. I just would be like, oi, brah, while I'm stuck back here in the freezing cold shithole that is our home, our country, God save the king and that. Could you not bag us out?
Yeah, because I'm back here.
I'm
and you're out there.
Stuck here while you're riding these.
And I'm having to get up at 2 a.m. to watch you losers get
pumped. And it's freezing cold.
And now you're rubbing it in to your own people's face.
Yeah. Like,
Yes, I know I live in a shithole, Ben. I know it's 4 p.m. I can see outside, mate.
Yeah, it's cold.
I know it's drizzly and
it's drizzly.
I get it. And I'm still getting up at 2 p.m. to watch you losers get
2 a.m.
absolutely 2 a.m. to watch you losers get absolutely pumped.
Yeah.
So ease up, Buttercup.
Yeah. How about you just come and go, you know what? Like, yeah, golf's all right, but I miss home. Just love England. Just love everything about it.
He should have come out and gone, you know what?
This place is a
We're
shithole.
just trying to fill the time. Got to be honest with you, this place is an absolute dump.
Yeah.
I would love to be home having a Guinness next to a roaring fire. Obviously, you know, he could have said that.
He could have said something a little more positive.
He could have said something like that. He just lied. Go, mate, everyone talks about how good Aussie beaches are. They suck.
Yeah, get me back to Cork.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
Get me back to Bournemouth.
Yeah. I don't even know if Cork's in England. I'm just saying Cork. Might be
Get me back to bloody
Devonshire.
Dover or fucking wherever they go.
Northamptonshireville, you know?
Yeah.
Hobbiton.
Or Kent on Rams.
Yeah, exactly.
Bloody
Northumberland.
Lenley on Thames.
Cambria.
Yeah.
Newfoundland.
Etc. Take me back to the -8 degrees Atlantic. Take me back to blustery conditions and pebble rocks.
And drizzly shit and
Take me back to darkness. Take me back to wetness.
Yeah.
Take me back to good old England town. That's what he should have said.
That's what he should have said.
That's what a leader would have said.
But he's coming out here and
that's what an Englishman would have said.
Yeah. Instead, he's out here sucking us off.
He's
Australia is the best country to tour away from cricket.
Well,
so many things to do. You can go out and about and see things that only Australia has to offer. Great golf courses, coffee shops, easy places to have lunch. They can't even have lunch in that shithole country.
No, not easily.
No.
You can get a hard feed, not easy.
You can't easily get one.
Well, that's why I brought it up. You can get it easy. You can get an easy lunch.
What's a hard lunch look like in England?
Oh, you got to work for the bastard. You got to work for it, mate. Well, because they're obsessed with markets over there. Everyone's a fucking market. So you got to line up in the bloody pouring rain. Oh, could I have a bagel, please, mate? You got to be out there.
Really? Just pissing around in the markets?
Pissing around in the markets, mate. You know? That's what he means by a hard feed. Everything's hard over there, you know? It's
mate,
just hard
I've never
going.
been, mate. I wouldn't go to that shithole. Might, but I won't.
It's just hard going, mate.
Just hard going.
But you got to think that some of his New Zealand sensibilities are coming out. Obviously, the Kiwis love Australia too. That's why they all move here.
Yeah,
they get it.
Yeah, of course.
He gets it too.
Jeez,
that's one of the great suck jobs on Australia.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's telling the truth.
No, he's
and
right.
I applaud that. But I've never seen anything quite like that.
I've never seen a touring captain give the nation one of those a suck job of that note.
Could you imagine a Yank going to the Soviet Union in the height of the Cold War and giving them a big old bloody slurp?
A gobble?
A gobble? This is the Ashes.
Yeah.
The oldest, most revered
Contest in all the lands.
in the human history, Tom, right? And you're out here touring the enemy, the arch enemy, the blokes who have buried your face in shit for 100 years and made you look like the beaters that you are.
Like a naughty dog that pooed in the house.
Mate, there's not an Englishman alive that isn't carrying trauma from what we've done to him on the cricketing field, and how he's out here sucking us off.
That's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, mate.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Jesus Christ. You reckon Kim Jong-un's nipping down to South Korea and giving him a big old slurp?
No.
No,
he wouldn't.
No, he would
There's
not.
too much on the line.
Too much on the line, Tom.
National pride in that.
National pride in that.
Principles
in that. That's fucking very ordinary.
Oh, dude, just to be English, what a fucking tough carry that'd be. Full respect to you if you're listening in the freezing cold at 4 p.m. in the dark.
Yeah, that's ordinary, that.
That's ordinary, mate.
Yeah, so sincere.
Oh, he meant it.
Australia has to offer great golf courses, coffee shops, and easy places to have lunch.
Can you find the audio of that, please?
That's the most
like you're
absurd part of all of it.
The easy place to have lunch is like I'm looking for more nice things to say about this thing. Like that's the most arbitrary or to eat lunch.
Easy places to have lunch.
what is going on in your country? That's difficult.
Oh, it's very difficult to get a feed.
Imagine them just touring out. Fucking hell, it's easy to get feed.
You say, you fucking say, buddy, get feed here, mate.
It's bloody easy to have lunch here, mate.
Well, hang on. So, what, you buddy walking that joint and get a peek in
You
it?
tell me just in there's going to have me to serve me some lunch? I'm like, yeah, bro, it's called a cafe.
Or a restaurant.
Yeah, or a
Oh,
restaurant.
yeah, right. What do you like?
Oh,
Oh, this fucking joint.
Aren't you staying in hotels, bro? I get room service.
They bring it to your bloody dorm. Shit. Fucking grim.
Dude, that's a glazing from a foreign power that I
Oh,
just would not have
mate,
expected.
in the middle of a battle.
In the middle of a war.
Good Lord.
That's absurd, dude. It's actually just, it's absurd.
Reckon Churchill nipped into bloody Berlin, 45, gave him a slurp.
Just wanted to say I love what you've done with the place.
I know we bombed the shit out of it.
Before we bombed it, I was a fucking huge
You're
fan.
a huge fan, mate.
Huge fan. Yeah. Not liking what you're doing, what you're about, but I love your players. Easy to get lunch.
Oh,
with,
he's
bro.
getting a feed around here.
Yeah,
How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you fucking do it, mate? Everyone's rationed to shit. This is unbelievable. Punters and dribblers, if you are lucky enough to be listening to this ad on Monday, the 1st of December, Be Good Health Black Friday sale still alive and well till midnight tonight. 20% off store-wide. 3 or more boxes, free hat. Spend $2.50 or more, free shirt. Apple kiwi flavour for Daylight's new, fresh, hot, ready. Give it a try. Unbelievable stuff. But move quickly because it ends midnight tonight.
And obviously, if you listen to this afterwards, then just begoodhealth.com.au, promo code dribblers, 10% off, subscription 20% off, you get it.
Correct.
Now, Edward, bit of rugby league.
Yep.
Bit of rugby league, and I'm grateful that when we talk rugby league today that we have someone on the show with whom we can lean on for a bit of a sense check from the fan base. But the Wests Tigers of perennial beaters fame, 3 straight spoons into, what, a 14th place finish or something? And I don't say this with any amount of celebration. I'm not celebrating this, but they are back in the poo. They're back up shit creek. They're back in the news, and it's basically they're describing it as a coup, where 3 of the independent board members of the West Tigers have been sacked. I don't exactly understand how this works though, because the Holman Barnes group is the West Tigers faction of the merger, the dirty merger.
Balmain. You mean?
No, Holman Barnes is Wests.
Oh, Wests, like Magpies.
Magpies. Yeah. And they have 2 members on the board of the Wests Tigers.
Yes.
But somehow they have sacked the 3 independent board members. Barry O'Farrell of one-time disgraced former New South Wales Premier because he got a bottle of Grange he didn't declare fame. Michelle McDowell of don't know anything about her, and Charlie Viola, who I also don't know anything about. They've all been sacked, and the reason that the Holman Barnes group are giving is that a lack of communication from the board to Holman Barnes. The curious nature of that claim is that Holman Barnes have 2 members on the board who vote and have voted in lockstep with the Tigers board on issues of stadia, jersey decisions, because they get really uppity about like too much Balmain in a jersey and not enough Maggie.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much all Bally, really, isn't it?
You could argue, yes.
There's a little Maggie on the shoulder.
But you know, they might want a bit more black. You know, give me a bit more black.
Sure.
But so they're saying lack of communication. All the people I'm reading are like, well, what are you fucking talking about? You have 2 members on the board. So, like, how are they not communicating back to you all of these decisions? Some rumours swirling that really what Holman Barnes want is just to crush Balmain and have a return of the Magpie. Get rid of the Tiger, bring back the Magpie. Magpie have all the money, Tiger have no money.
Yes.
So
you and I have mused about this for some time, Tom, and by some time I mean at least the last 5 years, possibly longer. On the face of it, they've got they've got the nurseries, they've got the money, and they've got the fastest growing region in all of Australia, which is southwest Campbelltown-y, Camden-y, Narellan-y area. Booming. So, yeah, you look at it and it makes sense on the face of it. However, you and I have run this up a couple of different flagpoles over the years. And I believe it was Paul Kent possibly that said to us, and maybe I've made that up completely, but this merge has been going on for like 25, 26, 27, fucking probably nearly 30 years, right? Mm-hmm. So it's probably 30 years in 27, is it? Is that the math? Or maybe 28. But, like, this is all just fluff, isn't it?
Well,
you know? If it was going to happen, it would have happened.
The thing is,
you know,
that everyone's sort of saying that, like, the Tigers were just starting to get back on their feet. Commercially, they started to turn a prof, and, you know, on the field, things started to work. They were getting some good signs. They got Shane Richardson on board.
Well, they didn't get the spoon, so that's something.
Correct.
11th.
But now there's genuine concerns and fears that Richo may go as well. PVL's concerned with the latest developments. He's going to be launching his own inquiries after being contacted by several concerned parties. We've been approached by a number of parties to have a look at the situation, and we will, V'landys said. I've always said I was going to look after the fans as chairman, and I will honour that. We will look into the matter. That's all I will say. Litigious Lee Hadjipatelis has been, I mean, and obviously, you know, you got to take everything Lee says with a grain of salt because he got kicked out, and he's obviously, maybe he's got an axe to grind, but he's like, mate, this place is a fucking complete basket case. And basically, his general thing is that there's an element of the Magpies faction that want Western Suburbs to return to what they believe is their rightful place atop as their own team, and that there's no reason, given the fact that, like, their explanation for sacking 3 board members is like they're just trying to self-sabotage so that they can keep, like, they want to keep fucking up the club so that Balmain eventually go. Instead of what they're saying, which is that there's a lack of communication, and so we need to get rid of these board members. It's like the board's been on for 11 months. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yep. There's been punch-ons the whole time, though, right?
Yes. No, well, of course.
I think it would be naive to think that just because you sack 3 independent board members that the Balmain is going to pack it up.
Well, no. But I think repetitive.
They're not. It's not going to happen because Balmain aren't going to pack it up because otherwise they're not in the comp. They're not going to pack shit up.
I don't think it's that simple. They're trying to take. So what is it? There's actually a bit of an explainer here. What is the Holman Barnes Group trying to do? Take full control of West Tigers. It relinquished power following an independent review, which resulted in 4 independent board members being appointed in January. So this is only very recently that they relinquished control. That has now changed, and Holman Barnes has full control of the club because they fucked off the 3 independents. There are 7 board members who are largely controlled by a debenture system. No idea. Which has come under fire in recent months. 5 of the just 20 debenture holders are appointed to the board alongside 2 eligible Holman Barnes Group members. Can the West Tigers name be changed to accommodate the Western Suburbs Magpies? No, not yet, even though there are strong suggestions that there is a push from the Magpies to make the return. There is a heritage deed prohibiting the club from doing so until at least 2030. The NRL would be loathed to back any removal of the West Tigers brand.
So 2030 is when the heritage deed runs out. I wonder if it can be renewed.
Cody?
Where do I start with this?
Where you can start wherever you'd like.
You can start wherever you want, mate.
I would say the last 2 days, I feel like I've been going through like a breakup. Like, that's how fucking sad I feel. I feel absolutely devastated by what's going on. Monday night, like when the news broke, I was like just trying to pretend that it wasn't happening. And then Tuesday, yesterday, I didn't speak to anyone in the office all day. I pretty much just went internal. So I'm really not doing well with this. This is a really, really dark time for the club. And you've kind of articulated everything there, Tom, but Yeah, it's very scary, and if Richo walks out on the club because of this, which he is fully in his right to do, and there's some speculation that he might have contract
Clauses.
He might have his own get-out clauses.
that were tied to the independent board, which was part of his deal with coming to the Tigers, was that he wanted an independent board. How independent was it? There were still Holman Barnes Group members on there. I don't know. So if he walks out on this club, we are well and truly like we're going to be in a really, really tough position.
But are you worried in any way about the removal of the Tigers' name?
The Magpies the NRL will never let the Magpies come back into the comp. Like that. That's done.
Well, they're in the comp. You're saying that they'd never let them rebrand, rename.
No. I'm not worried about the brand of the West Tigers at all. I don't think I think this Magpies chat is kind of pathetic. I think everyone kind of knows that. It's like, dude, even all the Magpies fans for the most part, no one cares anymore. It's just these old like dinosaurs that are like still in charge that like want to bring it back. So
it's a bit of Jurassic Park.
It's I'm not worried about the Tigers brand.
Magpies
Like I don't think that's anything to be concerned over. But I'm worried about the state of the club.
Yeah, and also like at this point where Richo's like been doing his darndest,
Been doing a good job.
but for the good of the club, trying to get Jerome Luai to remove his get-out clauses, you'd be fucking. You could forgive Jerome for being like, not only am I not removing, I might exercise one of them because this place is an absolute shit tip. It's a shithole. It's just and I say that with respect. What I mean by that is like it's just a constant. It's like the tyre fire of Springfield. Yeah, that's a Simpsons reference. It's always burning. It's always on fire. And when you've got your CEO with get-out clauses, like Jesus Christ, there's something wrong.
Just to emphasise, that is just speculation.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
This is the home of speculation. And I'll be saying it without any reference to speculation. I'll say it's damn right true. Because that's funnier. Richo's got get-out clauses. See what it reminds me of? And this might be...
What's it remind you of, mate?
You know Wedding Crashers?
Yep.
You know the scene when they're playing backyard football at the family residence? They're playing flag football and Vince Vaughn keeps getting fucking smashed.
Yeah.
And it's like... and the chick... Owen Wilson's talking to the chick. She's like, oh my God, your friend, he's hurt again. And he's like... What the hell is going on with you? Every time I look over here, you're on your ass. It's like that's the rest of the NRL just looking at the Tigers being like, what the fuck is going on now, dude? Like every time things start to go well, you just get fucking pumped again.
This is like the last 2 years though is kind of the only time in the last like 15 years that things have started to go well, which I think is the most frustrating part of all of this, right? It's like... And
last year being the best year.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I'm sort of referring to the 24 months that Richo's been there because that's what's turned it around.
I'd like to know why they wanted an independent board. Like, what decisions was the West faction making that like had people so uppity, and why do they want control back? Like, what agenda are they trying to drive? If you acknowledge that the Tigers aren't going anywhere, that's just not going to happen. The name isn't going to change. Like, what are they pushing for exactly? What do they want?
Well, I think they want the Magpies back.
They want the Magpies back.
They're just so out of touch.
And they want control.
So they want control of what?
So they had full control of the club. And then that changed.
Yep.
And they brought in independent board members.
So Holman Barnes, they're 90% owners of the club. Balmain own the other 10%.
Who is Holman?
They own 90%.
Who is Holman
So
Barnes
hang on,
Group?
West Magpies own 90% of the club.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
You could understand.
I thought it was 50-50.
No. Hold on. Formerly known as the Western Suburbs League Club Limited, the group, this is Holman Barnes Group, the group was renamed after Western Suburbs legend Keith Holman and Balmain great Keith Barnes. It operates 3 clubs, West Sassfield, Croydon Sports and Markets Club. The group also owns 66% of the Western Suburbs Magpies. In essence, Holman Barnes Group owns the West Tigers and pays the bills. What is the West Tigers' ownership and board structure? Holman Barnes Group and Western Suburbs Magpies own 90% of the West Tigers. Balmain has retained a 10% ownership. Before the cull on Monday, The West Tigers board included 4 independents plus a director from each Holman Barnes, plus a director each from Holman Barnes. The Magpies and Tigers, from the Magpies and the Tigers. Holman Barnes acquired 15% of Balmain's previous share in 2019. It agreed to pay off Balmain's $3.2 million debt to the NRL before giving Balmain a 10% share of the West Tigers without charge. So I can maybe understand
I'm sort of like
how they would want to be like the Magpies if you own 90%.
We own 90% of this thing.
I'm not saying it's right in terms of like if you're the club and the fans, you're like, this is fucked. But it's like, why? What are you guys even doing here? We own 90% of this thing. What are you even doing here?
You get to keep your name. You get to keep your name. You still play games at Leichhardt, but this is our club. Shut up. Is that a crazy take?
I don't know. Just where we're operating here purely on what we've seen. But I'm also like, I also don't think it's that crazy take to be like, we also want our name.
But like, let's just say that the NRL won't allow that, right? And I think there's a very good chance they wouldn't. And what am I missing exactly?
They maybe just are running it poorly.
Yes. So
which is okay. You can see if you're running it poorly, which they have been, like they've sucked.
Well, how long have they had full ownership for since 2019?
They had it up until
like the last 5 years.
I thought, actually, I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, not sure.
2019, they took full ownership. Was that what we just saw there?
Well, they took. Yeah, I think they. I don't know.
Holman Barnes Group and Western Suburbs Magpies own 90%.
Yeah,
Balmain retained 10%. Before the cull on Monday, the West Tigers board included 4 independents. Blah, 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 blah. Holman Barnes acquired 15% of Balmain's previous shares in 2019. It agreed to pay off the $3.2 million debt to the NRL before giving Balmain 10% share. 2019. They've sucked for a while.
So they had 75% up until 2019. Now they own 90%. Is the math I'm reading there? I think. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
But then there's also the other side of the coin, which I can't speak too much on because I don't know enough about it. But obviously, Balmain helped save West from going extinct like 25 years ago. So it's like this is a joint venture, right? This is whether they own like 90% or not. It is a joint venture. Yep. I think the only thing here is, and I'm echoing the sentiments of almost every West's Tigers fan at the moment, is the only way that this can all be that all of this can stop, because obviously we're all over it. And like, I know, the wider rugby league community likes to laugh at the Tigers and stuff, but I'm sure there's an element there that everyone is kind of just over this now. Yeah. Like, this feels like the last straw.
It's like when you're friends, like you've got friends who are a couple and they fight at every one of the parties you go to. They get drunk and argue and you're like, can you guys fuck off? Like, this is just kind of bringing the vibe and break up. Just break up. It's not working.
So what do you think's going to happen, Cody?
The only thing that's giving me like a glimmer of hope is that PVL and the NRL are looking into it. I think the only solution that I can see, and I don't know exactly how this works, is that the club is... I can't remember exactly what people were saying, but essentially the club is taken over by the NRL and sold to a completely neutral party. So you essentially you rip the Western Balmain's people out of like the top office, and it's just a completely neutral party, and it's just run as a new football club, which it should be anyway. And Joel Kane, there's actually a good video from Joel Kane on SEN last night, who basically used a metaphor similar to what you guys just said, where it's like, it's just two parents fighting, and everyone's just over it. But it's kind of like a bit of a watered down way of explaining it to the punter and dribbler, I think.
And you know what I wonder though, and this is because I know how you and I'd act in this situation, Eddie, if it was our club doing this. And Manly is not without its flaws, but
there's been flaws.
There's flaws, but for by and large, we're a great club and we win comps and we're fucking always there. We're a great club, but we're always there. But the Tigers fans don't riot enough. They don't protest.
Well, they don't take to the streets.
Like, why aren't you chained to something outside of your employment obligations? I would 100% allow you time off work to chain yourself outside.
I actually believe there's a rally in a couple of weeks for this.
And will you be in attendance?
I potentially will be in attendance.
No,
I think you need to be in attendance.
You will be in attendance, and you'll be wearing meta goggles.
Yeah, Benny Elias came out and said he's been extremely vocal, warning Holman Barnes Group that 100,000 fans would take to the streets in protest if it tried to ditch Balmain and change the name of the West Tigers to West Mag.
That is, I think, in at its core, what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is. And he's also part of the problem because he's from the Balmain. Not part of the problem, but he's also from the Balmain. So it's like, we're trying to let go of this entirely.
Can I ask?
The legends from either side
Yes,
talking,
don't come
that's
in,
actually unhelpful.
Don't come in and talk about Balmain. That's not what we're doing here. It's like we're trying to move forward from this, not...
Yeah, like don't take us back to the 80s. How many games does Campbelltown get a year?
I think they're pretty evenly split. Topper will have to confirm that for me. But they've just made an agreement going forward that Campbelltown get like... Again, Tobler, I'll need to lean on you here, but going forward, it's like 11 or like 9 at Campbelltown and 4 at Leichhardt or something.
So they get the lion's share, which makes sense.
Yep.
Who does?
The split. Campbelltown is home, like that's their home ground. It's a shithole. That needs a lick of paint.
Yeah.
I'm getting the exact ones up, but they've just committed to play games there for the next 15 years as well.
Yes, everything's like on track.
It needs a real lick of paint.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So
it's funny how if you win stuff, then you just get government money, right? Like Penrith, we're just going to build like a $300 million stadium. Like, so unnecessary, but whatever.
I think that was very politically motivated. It wasn't about victory. It was about like,
that was
get re-elected.
Oh, wasn't there? Yeah, that's right. There was a member out there. But I'm saying the Campbelltown
They've got
one
4 at Campbelltown
no
next
attention.
season.
Hey?
4 at Campbelltown next season.
4?
Yep.
So where are they playing the other games?
It's home games, right? So
Yeah, I think it's...
4 is none,
No.
basically.
What's the split, Tobler? Can you see the split between...
It should be like, if they play
Leichhardt,
24 games, it would be 12.
So
and they play...
Four's a quarter. Four's a third, rather.
They split between Leichhardt, Campbelltown and like Combank.
they've got 3 fucking
Yeah, there's
home
a couple
grounds,
at
dude.
Combank. They're at home at Magic Ground.
They've got 3 home grounds. That's what I mean. This is a listen. Maybe it's
Why isn't there 2 home
this
grounds?
This is a mum and dad trying to divide assets.
They've got more at Combank than they do Leichhardt.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. We usually only play a handful at Leichhardt.
because it's probably going to make more money.
Yeah. We just can't seed enough at Leichhardt.
You can't make money at fucking Campbelltown Sports Ground and fucking.
Yeah, true.
No, you got to go to Combank. That's like Richo's big push.
True. Yeah, you need the corporate
You
money.
need
Yeah.
the corporate.
You need the
dicky.
corporate
They've only got 3 at
Especially-
Leichhardt.
I don't know.
Okay,
what I
now can
reckon.
we listen to what Joel Sugar Kane said on SEN? Friend of the show, Joel Kane.
I'm done with this. Like, the kids have been dealing with this unhappy marriage for all this time, and the parents have just got to get on their own way. We've had enough, Brian. Everyone's had enough. Can I just take you back, right?
Take me back.
So
Take
we're
us
now
back.
25 years into the merger, into the marriage, so to speak. 25 years. In 1999, late 1999, probably November, we meet together. It would have been about Melbourne Cup time. The very first training session, the Balmain boys are hanging around the Balmain boys, West boys are hanging around the West boys, and the rest are hanging around each other. And then I can tell you, come Christmas that year, so still 1999, we were West Tigers. There was no West group. There was no Balmain group. There was no other group. Fast forward to February, game 1 at Campbelltown. And speaking of jersey colours, we are wearing predominantly black jersey, right? It is Magpie-a-thon. And we couldn't be more proud. Didn't matter where you came from. We were playing for the West Tigers. This is 25 years ago, right? And we had all played for, or some of us had played for Balmain and West. We weren't just fans. We had played in those jerseys. And after such a little time, we were already West Tigers. That's my favourite strip. I was from the Balmain faction, and my favourite strip was the predominantly West
Magpies,
one.
yeah.
Now, the talk around this jersey, it's to Balmain. I've actually looked up on Google, 21 to 25, the home jersey for the West Tigers for the last 4 years in a row is virtually a West Magpies jersey with a splash of orange, the home jersey. Who gives a rat's? Who cares that this year is predominantly orange? 14 years straight, West Tigers have missed the top 8.
Yep.
14 years. Now, this is not a comp where you've got to run top 5 out of 20. This is a better run than the 11 straight Dragons.
But in the other direction.
It is better. 14 straight years missing the finals.
Yeah.
That's far harder to do than the 11 straight premiership. Like missing the finals,
Yep.
we couldn't do for 14 straight years, right? We've got rid of coaches. We've got rid of general managers. We've got rid of recruitment staff. We've got rid of players. We've got rid of CEOs. What's going to happen with this CEO? Who knows? But where it gets me, Brian, is who on the board or boards, or I don't even keep up. I don't even know really who's on the board, and I don't even know who's part of the Holman Barnes group. But all those with wielding power, any one of those individuals who were there 14 years ago, in my opinion, Tata, Tatiana, Western Webb.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we replace them with? In Australia, there's enough talented 25, 30-year-olds, 35, 40, 45, 50-year-olds, right? There is enough smart people in the world. And the reason I want somebody 50 and less is because anyone who's under 50 who support the West Tigers, they're not drowning in Balmain. They're not drowning in West. They are West Tigers. The best available leader, who I actually think is the best leader of all time at the West Tigers, is Bengalir. He would be the very first person I put in, and then you work around that. So we need young people to dilute this crap, right? If you're in a position of power at the West Tigers and you've been there to oversee the 14 years of us missing finals where it's got to be 50%, just do the noble thing and say, it's time for fresh legs to come in, please. Because the kids are sick of mum and dad fighting. Like, it's just enough.
Big Sugar Kane.
Get Shug on the board.
Get Shug on the board.
Get Shug on there.
Shug gets it.
Dude, he's the best. Shout out to Shug.
So this drama jersey that he was alluding to is being reported as one of the big reasons that this has all come undone, and they've been sacked.
That's fucking dumb. Like, if you're like, and he makes a great point where
too gold.
If there's like, oh, it's too much Balmain, that jersey looks fucking awesome, and it's the West Tigers, so who gives a shit? They look like a tiger. They are a tiger, remember, all right? They're not a West Tiger magpie. It's a tiger, so just get over it. Whilst I can see how some of the Holman Barnesies are a bit, uppity. It's just like you're going to whinge about a jersey. You're going to blow this shit up over a jersey, amongst other things.
It's so scat. It's actually pathetic.
So scat.
It's pathetic.
Mate, it's outrageous, especially when the last 5 jerseys have been predominantly magpie.
Yeah.
And also, why couldn't you just do home and away? So, like, the home strip's more Balmain, then the away strip's more magpies, and then inverse them every year, flip them around.
Well, our home jersey's been black for the last 10, 15 years.
It just doesn't seem that difficult.
I don't think it's that difficult. Cody, because you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? This is going to blow your mind, punters and dribblers. You play just as many away games as you do home games.
You know what else?
So it's not like it's
new jerseys every fucking
So it's not like the jersey's not going to get a run.
They bring them out every year. They're slightly different or a lot different. They cost the same, and they're all made of bogan silk. Just, like it's not that big of a deal.
This
interesting.
Cody, I'd be fine. Cody, you should be doing away. Oh, is this their away?
Yeah.
The jerseys look good. I'm sorry. Like, they look cool this year. I got to be honest. You've got old dumbasses. It is that would be the frustrating part,
dude. It's so
having old salty, old dumb former fucking leaguey like whatever business people.
From the outside looking in, and like sort of based on what we've talked about today, do you see a world where the NRL steps in here? Or does that seem too crazy?
No, the potential. I don't know.
I would say that would be very, very difficult.
Because money in some way. It doesn't necessarily mean you go and force a sale, but you could remove a license. They can do that. If you are shown to be a continuous basket case,
yes, they can. But you've got to understand that like financial stability is like the top of their list of things that are important, right? And if this West faction have all the coin, you don't just fuck that off. And people go, we'll replace it with something else. It's like, it's not that easy.
No, it's not that easy.
That's not realistic, really, a lot of the time. And they've got a huge amount of influence out there. I can't see how that's possible. Maybe they can mandate that they've got to have independent board members. Maybe they can do that. But, like, they're not going to fuck them off. There's just no way.
I just think that there's got to be some level of they have to step in some way. Because this is just like dumb.
You're like trying to fuck off Penrith leagues. It's like, nah.
Well, you wouldn't. It's a good point, but you still need to have. There's more than one way to get an outcome.
No, I'm not. I think the NRL can step in. I don't know to what extent, but they're not going to force a sale, and that's like this Holman Barnes group's going to be around. They're going to be around.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did read something this morning as well.
Because they're not going to sell it.
About like revoking the license and stuff. Like, can a hand be forced in that sense?
No.
Well, no, that is that. If they were to go down the path of getting rid of Holman Barnes, yes, you can do that.
But 1,000%. But there's got to be someone to step in and buy it. And I don't think
The NRL can also take ownership.
Yeah, but they already got this fucking. I don't know if they own how much of the Bears they own. They're the Titans. They're trying to cover.
So okay,
shit.
but like so they've got money, right?
Newcastle.
They've got money, but they have been running at a loss for a while. The fact that the owners have heaps of money.
All clubs run at a loss except for like one or two of them.
No idea whether that's true or not. But
As in, like when I say loss, I mean the club, right? Through sponsorship and ticket sales and other revenues are run profitably, whereas like a lot of the other clubs, so like fucking, you know, the Leagues club might just pour coin into them that they get from the pokies, for example.
yes. So the fact that Holman Barnes has money,
Like our owner, I think, has to tip in fucking $1 million a year almost.
Yeah. If the Holman Barnes have money, what difference does it make then if they're there or not? Like, is it just that ability to tip in more cash if they're struggling?
I'm just saying, is there someone?
Why would the NRL not fuck off someone who has money? What I'm saying is like
because they're going to replace it with. They're going to replace it.
But obviously you got to replace it. There are still going to be.
And I don't know how. It could run deeper, right? Like, are they essentially in charge of like the nurseries out there? Like, are they funding junior football in that area? Do you know what I mean? Like,
they own a few clubs.
It could be. It couldn't. It might stretch significantly further.
So that's a different. But that's a different conversation, though. But if it's just about them having money, I don't know whether. Obviously, you have to find someone else to buy it. Like, that's obvious if you're going to sell it, regardless of whether the people you're removing the license from have money or not. And I'm asking. I have no idea here. I'm asking, or I'm pontificating. I feel like the West Tigers would be a valuable proposition for a potential buyer, given the area that they cover and the potential in the club if you were to have run it not like complete dead shits.
Potentially.
And if there's this ongoing, consistent drama is making the club a consistent failure. Like, it's not like the club is thriving and you're going, there's all these dramas, but the club's doing well, so like you wouldn't fuck them off. It's like the club stinks. And
but what I'm saying
is,
if a lot of your junior pathways are in some way directly affected by this Barnum Holman group, I can't remember what their name is now. If you're a buyer, you're like, nah.
Well, and I guess that you'd also need to understand how that would affect junior pathways.
If it got to such a scat position,
but how would it affect junior pathways? Is also my point. If you just go, listen, you have the license.
We're just gonna align ourselves with
another club,
out of fucking spite, which wouldn't be the first time that's been done.
No,
I wonder. If it got horrific, then the NRL would have to.
It's kind of getting there a little bit.
Surely this is it now.
It's getting there a little bit.
Like this is borderline self-sabotage. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, that's what they're saying it is. They're calling this self-sabotage because they're trying to force the issue.
It's like the first time the club's turned a profit in like a year. It's like the best we've done, like I keep saying, off field in like 10, 15 years. Like,
they lost $5.5 million in the previous two seasons. Their profit margin was even greater when they factored in the club share of sports from federal government in the wake of the Papua New Guinea.
So they reported a $3 million profit or revenue this season. Oh, they increased it by $3 million, but they've reported like a profit for the first time more than a decade.
Oh, well.
Interesting.
It is interesting. Fuck me. Like, they're
watch closely.
The new Bears in terms of off-season storylines. Couple of quick things in rugby league before we.
I'm loving it.
Before we get out of here, Ed. Just a couple of quickies. Just a quick shout out to our friend Lachlan Croker, who's now. No.
Yep. Go.
Our friend Lachlan Croker, who's officially retired from the game of rugby league, medically retired.
Yes. What a servant.
What a servant. Love him. Love him. Love him.
One of the great hookers of all time.
One of the greatest hookers the game's ever seen. Certainly one of Manly's greats. It's probably Matt Ballin and then him. Obviously, I know that we had, like, I think Max Krilich and shit. Like, you know, maybe we had...
Yeah. Whatever.
It's Ballin, then Croker.
That's
as
it.
far as we're concerned.
That's the list.
He's going to be the new SG Ball head coach.
Yeah, he's got a new SG Ball with Jack Johns, friend of the show, and
Brad Parker.
Braddy Parks.
Oh, that's hot.
King of the North. If you need a house in the Northern Beaches, call Brad Parker.
That's a hell of a list.
That's a lineup.
Love that.
Jack Johns, podcast producer extraordinaire, backstage with Maddie and Cooper and the Johns Family Podcast.
That's hot.
Yep. Maybe we'll get invited into those dressing rooms after wins. Matt Lodge to the Cowboys. Whatever. 7th club in his career.
Cool.
Cool. And we haven't been invited to the enhanced games, which we're obviously upset about, given that we.
Yeah, we were musing about that yesterday, Tom. Obviously, we launched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And
Broke it globally.
Obviously, it wouldn't be happening without us.
Missile. How the fuck haven't we invited?
And obviously, we've already asked to be sent, and nothing's happening.
No.
So that's disappointing.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Okay, bye.
All right, love you, see ya.
Could you two just not talk anymore?